afternoon, everybody. Today is January 21st, 2015, and this is a post-market analysis for Wednesday, today, the trading activity for today. We can go ahead and pull up this 1-minute SPX from yesterday. We see that prices fell below their close to a low of today of 212. 212.04 and a high of the day of 20.38.29, and we closed at 20.32.11. So pretty much stayed within that range that I discussed in the previous video. I'll bring it up real quick so you guys can see it again. We kept to that trend line today, and we found support right there, right on the trend line, and then made our way higher, measured by the previous move. So that was my exit point right there. I'll go ahead and bring up my executions for the day to show you what I'm talking about. So at what time was this? 9:32 a.m. So pretty much, let me get back to the 1 minute. 7 hours. Okay, so at 9:32 a.m. I sold short that UVXY vehicle. Sold short 100. Where is it? UVXY. So I was net short 200 on that. As you can see, my positions right now, I am in the box again. I have this UWTI position on crude oil as well. Expecting prices to rise temporarily. I have a target of 5 for that, but I don't know. It could dip down back to 270. Anyways, back to my sell. My sold short 400 shares of UVXY at 932. So that was essentially right here. 932. 2. Yeah, so right here on this candle bar, I went long. Seeing if this support was going to hold or not. That was pretty much my in for that. And I was net 200 short at 31.82, and then bought to cover 100, 29.83 at 9:40. So let's see, that was 8 minutes later. So 9:40. Okay, so yeah, right on the top there. Right on the top here I sold. So I bought on the bottom, sold on the top, and I was good for 200 shares from 31.82 to 29.83. So it was a pretty nice profit. And then I just left the 100 long, 100 short, 100 long the market, 100 short UVXY until I bought another 100 at, what time was that? 11:02 at 29.80, or excuse me, 29.30. So 11:02 was the top of the second wave here. So yeah, at the top of the second wave I sold. It basically solidified my gains. And then prices. Let me compare what UVXY did with the market today. It was pretty interesting. UVXY closed at 27.77, so yeah, that was 29, 28, 28, 30. So yeah, like a good 50, a good 60 cents, $1.60 from where I should have let it run, but I didn't want to take the chance just because I saw that the market was going down here. But that's why I'm bringing up this UVXY chart so you can see exactly what I'm talking about here. Um, Come on. Nope. Came here. Yeah. Okay, halfway. Get this UVXY up. Um, Particularly once when prices hit this high here on the SPX this morning at 11:02. 11:02. Prices, as you can see on UVXY, were, let's see, in the range of 29.16 and 29.36. All right. But then prices fell in the SPX, and so did prices in the UVXY, which is a great sign if you're a bull, but at the same time, it does create an intraday trend in UVXY that is very dangerous to tangle with. It's like jumping in a shark tank because, as you can see, at 11:53, let's see here, 11:53. 11:53 prices in SPX pretty much just remained in this range. You know, they created a really nice reverse head and shoulders here. Here's a reverse head and shoulders. And it could very well, stayed within this trend line that was created and test the broken trend line. But prices didn't do that. And what was so strange about that is that UVXY went from 28.63 all the way back up to, what was the high there? 30.08 between the hours of 11:54 and 2:10. Wow. So yeah, that breakdown really at 11:54. Prices were going up in UVXY while the market was moving sideways. I mean, it was moving up pretty viciously as well. Um, let's see, that move stopped in the market after uh, the uh, whatchamacallit, the price variance between UVX1 and SPX. What time is this? 14:03. So 14:03 was the market intraday low. So 2:03, 14:03. Okay, yeah. So yeah, after that time though, then the market and UVXY synced up again, and UVXY went down once when the market went back up. But it was completely out of sync here in the beginning section of the morning, right here. But it was telling. It's telling in that situation. Um, Something you have to look for when you start trading. Those price cues. All right. So yeah. yeah, so that was my gain for the day. Uh, Crude oil play, UWTI. Let me get out a chart so you can see what's going on here, because this is fairly, this is a type of play that's like betting on the dollar going up, but everyone's saying that the euro is going to be going up and the dollar is going to be going down. So I don't know what's going to be going on with oil in particular, in correlation with the dollar value, but we could very well see higher oil prices and maybe a lower dollar value and a weird type of divergence, some type of agreement, because OPEC does not want to stop producing oil at these low prices. So there could be some type of compromise involved with oil prices and OPEC's production. Um, so where, okay, get out. Let's get out the daily. So as you can see, I just purchased this UWTI. Just purchased it. Um, it's coming from, let's see here, from June. Screw it. Let's say December. Beginning of December, prices were at $10. So um, my target for this is 5. Currently, I have 800 shares. An average of 403, I think, 304. Excuse me. Yeah, so 800 at average cost of 304.93. So just under 305. The top of this Bollinger Band here, I mean, it's been trending down on this lower end for quite some time here. There's a few more technicals involved. Let me get a couple more indicators on here. Yeah, so this linear regression line even is, I mean, prices retrace into a certain point is expected, but these vehicles trade crude, and this commodity crude has been very volatile in recent years, very volatile. So who's to say, crude can't go back to 66 a barrel? Right now, I think it's trading at 47. Um, let's get out the 5 minutes. Hmm. Yeah, so there's definitely something going on here. It's been bouncing up and down below this regression line on the 5, and I don't know how long it's been doing this. See, it's right there on the 5. On the 60, it's still above the regression lines. Target is at like 54 cents. 10 weeks. We'll see if this price action here um, can develop into higher prices here. 6 weeks. Yeah, so you can see prices have been kind of leveling off. They did that for a while here and then went back down between here, right there. We'll see if prices went sideways here too. Then they went sideways here. And then they've been going sideways for a while here. I don't know. This is a while here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, that's a full 7 days. Or what's the day here? No one's. Yeah. So 7 trading days we've been at this plateau that seems to be wanting to break above this 10-day simple moving average. It's, it's right there, so we could see if maybe prices have a little spike based on OPEC's comments regarding no production being slowed down. That seems to be the tick for tack with oil politics at this point in time. So I'm going to go ahead and trade that headline combined with prices right here. I mean, people are saying $25 a barrel, but there always seems to be, I don't know, maybe that will happen, but I expect at least some type of retracement to the maybe mid fours at least before any um, $25 a barrel for a few years comes around. That's what they're saying at least. They say that once when prices hit that level, they want it to stay at that level. So I don't know. That has a lot of politics involved currently. I mean, if we have higher oil prices, people are saying there's more incentive to have different types of energy and fuel economies. um, More progress in those technologies. So I don't know. I guess it's a matter of perspective, but um, I think I think oil prices are gonna become more volatile and match more of worldly events. I don't think they can remain at a certain level with everything that's going on. It's just my opinion. Um, Still watching those currencies very closely, and I guess that about does it for today. Um, go ahead and sign out for now. Tomorrow, well, hold on. Actually, let me give you my tomorrow update. So if prices don't have some type of like breakout continuation gap up and then hit this level or this range and then get uh, more resistance based on this mid Bollinger line, like if they go higher and then want to retrace it, maybe put in a similar candle as today, but a little bit larger for tomorrow on SPX. If it doesn't do that, I don't expect this range to hold within range. I think it would be either. I mean, if it does, I guess it would be down, and then maybe like a slightly red candlestick. Uh, I don't know, and some type of head fake move or change of direction. So, again, tomorrow is going to be volatile again. Um, Price levels 2028 on the one. Let's see here. Yeah, like 2030, 2028. Kind of weak support there though. But it is a pretty strong trend line in regards to how this type of trend line setup has been reacted to recently. Um, lower lower Bollinger Band, lower Keltner range is that 2031 range. So yeah, I'll expect prices to, if they do dip, to dip down 30. If we remain bullish, I don't expect prices to go below this rising middle Bollinger point and the mid Keltner line. Um, Looking for a lot of support right there if prices do reach that level. I'm going to retrace to 2030. So tomorrow could be a retrace trade or a momentum trade if prices continue higher. Again, that bringing out a little bit 20 days and 30 minutes. Just coming up to that trend line again, just kissing it. So tomorrow, I don't know, sometimes prices tend to gap up when they get to the top of a trend line like this if prices are to remain bullish. So um, that's a trend. Of course, it doesn't happen all the time, but it happens a large percentage of the time. Prices were to fall on this resistance line, I would and this rising trend line doesn't hold, that 2007, 2008, 20, between 2008 and I guess 2009, because these are rising Keltner, lower Keltner, and Bollinger ranges. That 209 level is where I would expect support. If prices did break this trend line, if that were the case, my retrace trade would be 20 points higher, 15 points higher, just to keep it safe. Because if things did turn around at this point, it wouldn't be, exactly huge news. I don't know. It's dicey, just because, I mean, oil being where it is and currencies doing what they're doing and the markets are where they are, it feels like the markets wanted to correct, but now they're going to do something different. They've like somehow altered plans, and I'm just waiting to see what the charts are going to tell me those plans are going to be. Let's take a look at the VIX real quick before I end this video. You can see trend line, that triple top pattern has where was it, right here, has shaping out to be fairly similar, and we are still above this midpoint Bollinger line, and tomorrow could change that. We could very well see prices come down to that 1785 range. Targets after that, I guess, would be, if that breaks and doesn't hold, probably this 15 range right there. that would be the next area of support I would want to see, and we'll probably, if it does touch that, get a pretty big reaction. That's my opinion, and that would actually create. Clear the trends real quick. Will that create a lower trend? If it went right there. But the longer term support line is a lot lower. We're down at 1246. We're pretty much more or less where this lower end of the Bollinger is priced at right now at 1322, 23, 24, around that range. All right. Let me give you my VIX thing. Hold on. I have to give you my VIX prediction. Tomorrow, as you can see, today prices found resistance at this level, and then retraced fairly rapidly, or sold off fairly rapidly from that retracement. They opened up, I think, down. Where did they open up today? 2092. So yeah, I guess they opened up pretty much higher and then backtracked in the VIX. This lower Bollinger Range looks pretty supportive tomorrow. If prices fall, expect some candlestick like this right here. This little red one right here. Closing just below the midpoint, 1790. If prices start to rise here though, and they really sell off tomorrow, really drastically, an engulfing candlestick on this right here would be sellable at 2230 range, just for an intraday trade to see whether or not it comes back down. Because if it comes back down, then chances are it's going to continue lower from that point. So yeah, those are my swing points for tomorrow. Kind of hoping this crude pops up. OPEC's basically saying that they're not going to continue cutting production. They're just going to continue as planned to produce oil on this lower cost crude. So I don't know. The article that I read said that they wanted prices to move higher if that were the case. We'll see what happens. Have a great night. I'll speak with you guys tomorrow and let you know how my box trade and that oil trade pans out. I might sell it and rebuy it at a lower price. I don't think I'm gonna hold on to it. If it dips below a certain range, probably. Yeah. Like 20, 90, 98, 97 max pain. I'll just rebuy it if I'm wrong too. If it comes back up to 306, I'll just rebuy it. Let's see if that holds. Yeah, but that's pretty aggressive in terms of taking the position. I, maybe I'll just scale it back instead of eliminating all of it just in case it does rise. All right, and now I'm really signing off. Have a great night. Bye.